What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over Flux Mini 2 by Caelum Audio. Flux Mini 2 is basically an update to the original Flux Mini. It is a filter modulation tool that allows you to modulate your resonance, your cutoff, and your amplitude of your filter. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into this review. SumnSumnSumn, hit the key. All right, guys. So when you open up the plugin, it's going to look like this. As you can see, the GUI got an overhaul. So they changed the color of it and they also made it bigger. They made this screen bigger so it makes it easier for you to be able to draw your shapes in. When you look over here, you do have your low pass, your band pass, and your high pass. Over here, you have your cutoff, your resonance, and your amplitude. You have sync right here. So it syncs from up to 32 bars to 132. So that's a nice little, chunk of time that you can mess with there. You also have your mix knob over here. And then right here, you have a couple other knobs. So you have this knob right here. I'll show you more in a second. But if you click this button, it basically doubles the pattern for you. So it shrinks this pattern and it duplicates it and puts it over, which is a cool feature. And then you have this feature right here, which is your nudge feature. So you can simply nudge your whole, your pattern over just a little bit. So up here, you have your presets. So there's 20 different presets. There's some pretty solid presets in there. You can actually save presets that you create. It's got a redo and it's got a, obviously an undo button. And then you have your settings over here. So you can change a few of the settings over here as well. I made a little sample beat as always. Of course, it's not all the way mixed down, but I basically use Flux MIDI at the beginning and the intro, and then a few parts in the beat. So let's go. All right, guys, so that's the little sample beat that I put together for you guys today. Let's go ahead and get right into Flux Mini. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this little region right here, which is the chorus region. And then we're going to go ahead and pull it up and we're going to listen to what it sounds like on this piano. I know a lot of people are going to be using this for synths and stuff like that for EDM and different kind of music. I got a piano for you guys, you can imagine. But basically, this is what the piano, the chords sounded like by themselves. All right, so once we throw Flux MIDI on there, obviously it's a filter effect so we can get different kind of shapes and different kind of movement on those chords. So it sounds like this. So it's pretty fire. One thing that I did forget to mention that I'd be remiss if I didn't mention is they do have this MIDI input off, and then they also have a one shot and they have a re-trigger feature as well. So you can MIDI re-trigger, which is pretty dope. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go through some of the presets for you real quick. And then I'm going to go through some of the controls so that you guys can kind of hear what it sounds like and kind of show you a few things. Filter plugins are pretty simple, but I know some of you guys may have never used them before. So I just want to give you guys a quick explanation. And then I will also want to show you guys some other uses that you might be able to use it for that you never maybe thought about using it for. So these are what the presets sound like. So this is a fire preset for like an intro to a beat. So if you have like a 4-bar intro or even an 8-bar intro, you can throw this on there and it'll give you a nice little filter startup to your beat. And then like it'll, you know, hit right when the beat goes and it'll give for a good drop. This filter pattern only looks funny to me because it looks like a smiley face, because it's got the smiling right here, the 2 eyeballs and a tongue. I already know. Y'all can judge me if you want to. And this is the pattern right here that I used on the intro. All right, so that's all the presets for you. Let's go ahead and hop back into, I'm gonna go back to this fake chain preset. So now what's cool about this plugin is it's really simple to add nodes. All you have to do is just right click and double tap and then boom, now you have another node. Very easy to draw on, you know, boom, bam, you can click this. And what's cool is it just moves very simply. So it's not hard to move. Like some sidechain plugins are hard to draw on and hard to get it just how you like it, but this one's pretty easy. So now let's say I like this pattern, but I want to double it up. If I push this button right here, boom, you see how it just made the pattern double? Now, if I push that button again, bam, now it just doubled up both of those. So that's pretty cool. And then we can change the sync if we want to. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and undo that. Boom. So now we've got all those undone. So now let's go ahead and mess with this just a little bit. So let's go ahead and actually go back to this pattern. And so let's mess with the cutoff and the resonance and all that stuff a little bit for you. So as you can see, you can get a pretty dope sound with this. You know, you can do a whole lot with this plugin, even though it's not much. So now we'll look at the high pass. So it's pretty solid. All right, guys, so now I want to show you guys something a little bit different. I want to show you guys what it sounds like if you put it on an 808, because you can definitely use this plugin on an 808. So this is what the 808 sounded like before I threw the Flux menu on there. So pretty basic 808 pattern. But now once I throw this Flux menu on there, it gives it a whole new different life. And so now let's say I add that piano on there. So before, this is what it sounded like, the piano and the 808 together. All right, so now let me go ahead and throw Flux mini on both. and turn them both on real quick so you can hear what it sounds like. And so now it gives the beat just a whole different feel. So now let me go ahead and unmute all this and so you can hear what it sounds like with everything in there. But you can do that with so much with this plugin. You can add the filter on so many different things and just experiment. And then you never know what you can get. You can get all kinds of different sounds. You know, you can be creative and use this as a creative tool. I know a lot of you guys, you know, who watch this channel are still new with creating music. So, you know, tools like this help you find new different ways to make your sound better. So make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Sum, hit the key.